Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time coming across my channel, hi, my name is Tamika, and on this channel we get into all things fashion, makeup, beauty, lifestyle, all that good stuff, but hashtag affordable because I'm all about affordability. And if that is something that you guys are interested in, definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you join this little but growing family, and also don't forget to turn on that notification bell so you are notified when I do upload new videos. And let's hop right into it. Okay guys, so in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my simple, quick and easy, natural, everyday eyebrow routine. Now, I do not do my brows every day like I don't put on makeup every day. But when I do my brows, there is a certain way that I like them to look, and that is natural. Somewhat natural. Now, as you can see, my natural brows are fairly light, and that's something that I don't like about it, because it can look like I have no brow hairs at all, or they just look very sparse because they are so light and you can barely see them. So that's why I like to go in with brow products just to enhance my brow hairs, create some brow hairs, thicken it up, fluff it out, make it look somewhat decent. Now for my brows, I only go in with 3 products. That's it. First, we go in with this NYX micro brow pencil, and I use the shade Black. Sometimes I use Espresso, which is like a dark brown, but for the most part I go in with Black. Next, I actually go in with a mascara. Now this is the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, and I use this to actually define my brow hairs, just to give it more dimension so that it looks a little bit more full. And I like to use this mascara wand because the wand itself, the spikes on the wand are very short, and I feel like it's easy to get in there and define the brow hairs, and it actually helps to set them as well. And then last but not least, we go in with the tried and true concealer, just to clean up the brow hairs and make everything look more put together. So now that we know our 3 products, let's go ahead right into doing our brows. So now the first thing that I like to go ahead and do, if I haven't done my brows for a while, I always just go in and check to see if there are any like stray brow hairs that need to be plucked, and then I would just go in and pluck that away, just so that we have a nice clean area to work with. So any brow hairs, so like in here, I'll pluck like underneath the arch. If I want to define the arch, I'll go ahead in and pluck that as well. Now I go ahead and pluck my eyebrows because I couldn't tell you the last time I went and had my eyebrows waxed. I used to have like my favorite brow lady that I would go to, shout out to Felicia, but then I just stopped going because where she is like super far from me, and it's just, I didn't feel like taking that drive anymore. So I just started doing my brows myself. I used to wax them myself, and then I started to just pluck them only. And I really don't do the most. I just go ahead and clean up the area just so that it leaves me with something good to work with. So now that we have our brows cleaned up, we're going to go ahead in with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. And it is dual-ended. One side we have the spoolie, and then the other side we have the pencil. So I go in with the spoolie and just brush up my brows. And then I'm just going to go ahead and fill in the brows. Now what I like to do is kind of outline the bottom part of my brow. And I do this very lightly because although it is black, I don't want it to look like super harsh, like I got 2 black caterpillars on my eyebrows. So I go in with a very light hand and just kind of trace the outline underneath. And then once I get towards the middle part, I go in with like mini strokes with the pen or pencil and just create like hair-like strokes. I go in and fill out the tail end of the brow, and then I come up here and kind of fill out the arch. And then I come to the front and do some mini strokes here as well. And then now that we have somewhat of a shape going on, I go in with the brush again, the spoolie side, and kind of just brush that in. And then I kind of just play around with the shape from there. Like, I have been trying to focus on not making my eyebrows so big anymore, but just following the natural shape of my eyebrows and filling it in where I need to. So this is one brow done. So you go from super light, barely there, to a nice decent brow. Next up, we're going in with the mascara to define and set the brows. And I just take this and literally just with a light hand just brush it in and brush it up so they kind of stand up, so you're getting the defined brows and setting them in the direction you want them to go. So in the front, brushing up this way, brushing up on an angle, and the same thing at the ends. And then I like to go back in with the spoolie of the micro brow pencil and just drag that across the top just to lay down the hairs that might stick up too far out, and you just want everything to lay neatly down. Alright, and then next up we go in with the concealer. So the concealer that I like to use, it really doesn't matter, I just go in with any concealer that I can find. This is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Deep Cinnamon, and then I just use I don't know what kind of brush this is. It's very tiny and it's very flat, so I like to use this and conceal my brows. So I just dip into the product like so, and then I go in and conceal. And this part I have to be super quiet because, well, sometimes things can go wrong. I can end up having the tiniest brow ever because I concealed way too much or I went a little too high. So we have to be very quiet. Alright, so I have the general shape down and concealed very nicely. So then when I do that, I kind of just brush that out, fix up anywhere if I need to, and then there we have it, the brow. Sometimes I go in on top and carve out the top as well. Most of the times I don't, especially if I want like a natural brow, nothing too highlighted, nothing too Instagram-y. I kind of just leave the bottom part only done. So now what I like to do is to blend this out. I actually use my finger only because the heat of my finger heats this up very nicely and just allows it to melt seamlessly into the skin. So I'm just going to go ahead and pat this in. And just like that, it basically just melts away. Alright, and that is one brow done. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this brow. Now, if you ever heard the phrase brows are sisters, not twins, definitely true. If you can get them to look like twins, identical twins, kudos to you, props to you, because I sure can't. And I have a favorite brow, and it's this one. That's why I did it first while talking to you, because it's easiest for me. This one, however, we might have a little issue. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this brow quietly so I don't mess up. And I'm just gonna have you guys watch along, follow along if you want to, and then we'll compare notes at the end. Alright guys, so this is it. These are my brows, my natural everyday brows. Super quick, super simple, and super easy, which I love. And that is it for this video. No makeup at all. This is really what I would do if I were to be going somewhere and I wanted to at least look presentable. I would maybe do my brows, but no makeup because sometimes I just don't feel like it. So this is what you would get. Brows and a clean face, and that's it. And that's just today's video. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did like it, be sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That definitely helps my channel out. And let me know down in the comments if you found some new tips and tricks that you will be using and incorporating in your brow routines. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It was very quick and to the point, which is how we like it, right? If you guys like more of these makeup tutorial videos, how to, any type of that stuff, stay tuned for the end cards at the end of the video. I will have other videos that you guys can go ahead and check out as well. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh, bye.